monologue entitled Identity Crisis, which is an adaptation by Christopher Durang. Ladies and gentlemen, you won't welcome me. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Ellie B. Brantley.
When I was 8 years old, someone brought me to this theater full of other children. We were there to see a production of Peter Pan, but I remember something strange was about the whole production. Something seemed a bit off. For example, the children, when they would go to fly, their ropes would break, so they would just come crashing to the ground. Thud, thud, thud. It was a horrible noise, but they had understudies to take their places. But they too, the ropes would break, and then they would come crashing to the ground with an equally as horrible noise. But they seemed to have an unlimited supply of understudies who all came crashing down. And the alligator, crocodile, I don't know what it was, but it was real. I tell you, it was. And at one point, when it was chasing Captain Hook, it rolled off the stage, crushing the children in the front row. Don't worry though, understudies came and took their places in the audience. And Wendy, every time Wendy came on stage, she seemed to be getting fatter and fatter and fatter until Act 2, when they had to wheel her off and on in a cart because of her enormous size. It made her immobile. And in Act 2, when Tinkerbell takes the potion to save Peter, and then she starts to die, Peter Pan turns to the audience, all of us children, and says, if you clap loud enough and you shout loud enough, maybe Tinkerbell won't die. So there we are, an audience full of children clapping and shouting, I do believe in fairies, I do believe in fairies. And I clapped until my hands bled, and I shouted until my voice hurt, and we were all crying because we didn't want Tinkerbell to die. And then all of a sudden, Peter Pan turns around and he says, you didn't clap loud enough. Tinkerbell is dead. And then he marches off the stage and refuses to continue, and the whole curtain drops, and all of us are crying, and the ushers come in and they help us out of our seats and they help us into the streets, and that's not a place for children to be in the streets. So now we're crying because Tinkerbell's dead and we're in the road, and the crocodile crushed children, and Tinkerbell's dead, and I really do think it changed our entire lives. Definitely turned me away from the theater. But to be honest, nothing seems worth it if Tinkerbell is just going to die.
Now is Miss Contestant number 1, Ellie B. Brantley. Now let's welcome to the stage Miss Contestant number 2, Chasey Coley. Chasey is a dancer and will be presenting a soulful and upbeat tap routine to the classic I Feel Good. Here she is, Chasey Coley.
Wow! I feel good. I wouldn't. I feel good. I knew that I wouldn't. So good, so good. I got you. Wow! I feel nice. The sugar is mine. I feel nice. The sugar is mine. So nice, so nice. I got you. When I hold you in my arms, I know that I can't do no wrong. And when I hold you in my arms, my love won't do you no harm. And I feel nice. I feel nice. The sugar is mine. So nice, so nice. I got you.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Miss Contestant number 2, Chasey Coley. Up next, we would like to welcome to the stage Mackenzie Robar. She is a singer and will be performing her vocal rendition of the song Hallelujah, written by Leonard Cohen.
I heard there was a secret chord David played and it pleased the Lord, but you don't really care for music, do ya? Well,
go out into the lobby and vote for People's Choice. You will notice a table that is set up with colorful bags with each contestant's name on it. The contestant who raises the most money in their bag combined with the ad sold in the program book will be awarded the Community Spirit People's Choice Award. We hope that you were able to donate to your favorite contestant before the show, and if you haven't already, we encourage you to go out there during intermission. At the end of intermission, all money will be counted to determine the People's Choice winner. All proceeds raised from this will go towards the scholarship fund. You're almost ready. Make sure you do that. Go out there and vote. I'll remind you again before intermission, don't worry. It's not hard. All right, looks like we're ready. Let's bring on to the stage our next contestant, Addie Ledbetter. Tonight, Addie will be presenting her rendition of Mozart's Rondo alla Turca on the piano. Won't you welcome with me, please, Miss Contestant number 4, Addie Ledbetter. Again, while we wait for the piano to be rolled off, I would like to thank another one of our wonderful sponsors. Another platinum contributor we'd like to recognize is the Davenport, which is a historic event venue located in beautiful downtown Greer. Owners Scott and Lindsay Stevens have been on board of the Miss Greater Greer pageant for several years. And actually we have Lindsay here tonight on duty and working hard as our judges sponsor. So thank you so much to Scott and Lindsay from the Davenport. Let's give them a round of applause. Now that we're ready to move on, our next contestant is Miss Contestant number 5, Taylor Miller. Taylor is a vocalist and will be performing an R&B arrangement of I Am Changing from the hit musical Dreamgirls. Here she is, contestant number 5, Taylor Miller.
That would be just fine. I know it's gonna work out this time. 'Cause this time I am. This time I am changing. I'll get my life together now. I'm changing. Yes, I know how. I'm gonna start again. I'm gonna leave my past behind. I'll change my life. I'll make a vow. Nothing's gonna stop me now.
Thank you so much, Miss Contestant number 5, Taylor Miller. Up next, we'll welcome Miss Contestant number 6, Selena Schwartz. She will be presenting a pop vocal to brave. Please welcome to the stage Miss Contestant number 6, Selena Schwartz.
Everybody's been there, everybody's been stared down by the enemy, falling for the fear and disappearing, bow down to the mighty. Don't run, stop holding your tongue. Maybe there's a way out of the cage where you live. Maybe one of these days you can let the light show me. What you wanna say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna say you've been brave with what you wanna say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna say you've been brave. Ever since your history of silence won't do you any good. Didn't you think it would? Let your words be anything but empty. Why don't you tell them the truth? Say what you wanna say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna say you've been brave. What you wanna say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna say you've been brave.
That was Miss Contestant number 6, Selena Schwartz. Up next, we have Miss Contestant number 7, Sydney Sill. Sydney is a dancer and tonight she will be presenting a jazzy tap routine to Tina Turner's rendition of Baby I'm a Star. Here she is, Miss Contestant number 7, Sydney Sill.
Look me over. Tell me, do you like what you see? Hey, I ain't got no money, a little connection with personality. Hey, check it all out. Baby, I know what it's all about. Before the night's through, you will see my point of view. Even if I have to scream and shout, baby, I'm a might not know now, but baby, you'll find out I'm a star. I don't wanna stop till I reach the top. Be a star. Baby, you'll find out I'm a star. I don't wanna stop till I reach the top. Be a
And wrapping up Miss Contestant talent is Miss Contestant number 8, Caitlin Stowe. Caitlin will be presenting a jazz dance to Michael Bublé's version of Feeling Good. Here she is, Caitlin Stowe.
Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn. It's a new day, it's a new life.